Couple of sadder incidents. Now, first, the Bobcat accident. Did you hear about that?
I hadn't heard about it until you alerted me to it. So a Eugene man, he was seriously hurt in this accident, right? It happened last Tuesday afternoon. Track loader he was driving crashed into the lake off of Brunello Lane in Camdenton. According to the Highway Patrol, his name is Garrett Morgan, 25 years old. He was driving this Bobcat track loader when it lost power. And apparently when those things lose power, they are uncontrollable or something, because they say it slid down a hill, traveled across a roadway, and then went into the Lake of the Ozarks, right? And he was seriously injured, had to be taken to Lake Regional Hospital and everything. That's pretty scary stuff right there. You really don't think about that. When I'm watching those people working on Bobcats and stuff like that, it's like, no big deal, but it is a big deal, man.
So you think about when you look at whether it's a rock quarry or they're developing or blasting, and you see one of those skid haulers, there's front loaders, and they've got that track underneath, right? And if they're at an angle, if it loses power, you know, where their hydraulics go out, I'm afraid that's what happened. Because sometimes you see them on these very dangerous slopes, these very dangerous declines, that they've got their grip, they've got the ability. Sometimes it's even their bucket that goes down and kind of, you know, prevents them from going down the way they put it down. But if you lose power, I've always wondered how safe can those things be. And this one took a tumble and into the lake. Fortunate for this individual that he was able to make it to the hospital in rough condition, because that is frightening. And you look at the layout of the lake, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more when you're talking about them running power lines and, you know, laying foundations and concretes on some of these these hillsides and these bluffs. I'm surprised we don't see some of that happen more, because this is one of the most complex areas to develop and build and construct on.
So many hills, and like you said, the inclines can be so steep, and it's dangerous when you go into the lake, depending on where you go in. I mean, you could go into 3 feet of water, or you could drop straight down into 30 feet of water. So that's all incredibly dangerous. So kudos to those people working on those things.